Hello all, and welcome back to Small Grid Only. I just got back from vacation that lasted about 2 weeks, but before that and after that, I didn't play on the Small Grid Only server at all. So it's been about a month since I've been on here. And good news is everything's still here. Not really bad news, but interesting news is it got moved. I'm now by Mars. I have no idea why I'm here. I just logged in, and I didn't spawn at this, which was strange to me. So I respawned a couple times, and I eventually got here, and I'm like, wait, this is not where I left it. Somebody moved it all the way to Mars, which is wild. So I wonder if somebody figured out where I was watching the videos. I kind of doubt it because, yeah. The videos are way behind what I was actually doing in this game. So, yeah, I'm by Mars now. We're gonna figure out who it was that moved me though, because they also built this block. All right, we have proper tools. Who was it? Liam. Liam moved me, of all people. That's hilarious. Well done, sir. You found me. You moved me. As far as I can tell, left everything as is, which is cool. I wonder if they changed any of this stuff. It does not look like it. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like they actually did anything but move me, which is kind of funny. I wonder if there's somebody that's been watching my my videos. Either way, that was nice of them. But we're in a really weird spot now, where I was gonna do stuff by Earth, and now I'm not by Earth. I was gonna go to the moon. So the question is, do I now go to the moon from here, or do I just continue playing on Mars? It kind of throws my plans off, so I'm gonna have to think about that one. I am gonna move this ship though, because I don't particularly like somebody knowing where I am, even though it is apparently somebody that is pretty laid back. Didn't destroy anything of mine, as far as I can tell. Didn't even grind a door down. Maybe they ground a door down. I wonder if they just looked inside, or... Wild. I mean, even I will open up, you know, I'll grind a door and re-weld it to get access to something. Let's just open up the terminal. I suppose that's the easiest way to check. Yeah, incomplete reactors. None of that changed. Thrusters. Oh, those are the small ones. Yeah, I remember that. The drill is part of a different grid. This is all different grid stuff. It looks like they didn't actually do anything. Like they didn't take over any blocks. Maybe they did, and then they transferred it to nobody, but that's alright. Kind of them. I'm baffled. Honestly, I'm completely baffled by this. I was not expecting this. When I came back from vacation, actually, so about a week ago, I had already been gone from the server for about 3 weeks. But when I came back a week ago, I was still by the planet. I was still by Earth, where I had built this. And, yeah, in the past week, they moved my ship. Which is really kind of funny. I'll have to chat with them if they're online. Oh shoot, they are online. That is excellent. Wow. Well, I'm going to move this, and then I'll chat with them, because... yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to move it. I don't really want to be here when people know where I am. Alright, let's get in our main flight seat here. And we can unlock that. We'll mark that location. We're going to fly off just a little bit. Just a wee bit. Our gyros are all off. Alright, let's chat with this guy. They are somebody that has been watching my series. Oh, that's really funny. Okay, well, that's good to know. This is the first time someone has actually recognized me in game that I'm a YouTuber. I haven't been advertising at all. I've just been doing the thing. So I figured eventually somebody would figure it out on the server. But yeah, so that's fun. I guess I'm going to be playing on Mars next. I'm not going to go to the moon. Plans have been spoiled, but that's okay. We have new plans. We'll go to Mars. I don't think they realize that this next episode is going to be probably like a month from now for them because I'm that far behind in my recordings and my editing. I know nothing. It's not me. Well, this guy's being super friendly. I appreciate this. Liam. He says, there was a ton of activity right next to your stuff, so I moved it. I can replace the bullets and move you where you want. That's the thing about multiplayer, is it doesn't ever go as planned. So I'm completely okay with just being at Mars now. So I'm going to actually just play from Mars. That's just how it is. That's okay. I appreciate this person being nice and moving my stuff. That's super cool. Well, that was a pretty good conversation. What we got here? Liam, where are you? There we go. That was the whole conversation. Pretty straightforward. Guy seems pretty chill. Guy, girl, whoever, I actually don't know. Person. The person seems pretty chill. I appreciate them moving my stuff without trashing it. And they're even willing to give me bullets back, but that's all part of the game, so I'll go find more bullets. I appreciate it, but we'll go do it ourselves. Hopefully I won't get bullets by getting them shot at me. Hopefully I'll get them another means, but I'll probably get them either way. Alright, so I got in touch with Liam, and they agreed to work with me on a small project to give me something to do on Mars, which is awesome. This person is being very agreeable. I love it. Sometimes in Space Engineers you meet a whole bunch of hooligans, sometimes you meet somebody nice, and it seems like Liam's nice, so thumbs up to you. Anyway, no more sidetracks. What I'm going to be doing on Mars here is they set up a beacon, or they're going to set up a beacon, somewhere on the planet with a 10-kilometer radius. Maybe they'll defend it, maybe they won't. I don't know yet. They aren't going to tell me. And that's totally cool. I'm going to find this beacon, and if they want to leave a small message, I said they're welcome to leave a small message. I'll read it. That's totally cool. So as soon as they have that set up, that's what we're going to be doing on Mars. We're going to be searching for this beacon. I'm going to be taking the Dawn down, and that is going to be our ship that we are flying around in. Yeah, so fuel's going to be an issue. We're going to have to find ice, or we're going to have to make some sort of solar backpack for the ship so that we can power, because I do think I will be able to fly on Mars with our atmospheric thrusters. And if we can do that, that is going to save us a lot of headaches. So that is going to be the goal. I might even add more batteries at some point, but we're going to do the additions. There's a bunch of room for batteries right here. It's really nice. So that's probably where I'll add those if I need them. It would also be super cool if I could get the parts for these reactors and maybe raid some uranium so that I can then power myself and fly around a lot more at any given point in time. From here I flew off to a distant location with the station, loaded up the Dawn with just the bare essentials I was going to need, and headed back towards the planet. Well, we have taken a break on our way to Mars because we found our first ice asteroid. And of course, it is at a time when I don't need ice. And also, fun fact of the day, this asteroid shape, all the asteroid shapes are preset in this game. They're not procedurally generated. There's a set of asteroid shapes, and all of those are the ones that get used. And this asteroid shape has a cross carved in it, because I guess somebody at Keen really, really wanted there to be some representation of some sort of religion in the game. I guess. I have no idea, but yeah, there's a cross in this. Seems questionable to me, but yeah, it's a kind of interesting coincidence that it happens to be our first ice asteroid, and it's also that one, which is fairly rare. There's certain asteroid shapes that are extremely common, and this is one of the less common ones. So, cool. Alrighty, before we head down to the planet and start looking for those beacons, which we are finally ready to do, I wanted to go over some upgrades I did to the Dawn. The name is now on the exterior of the ship on both sides. I think it turned out pretty nice. There wasn't a great spot to put it, but that's what I went with. Also, I added 4 solar panels. We were really going to need these, and it was really hard to put 4 big flat solar panels on the top of my ship without making it look absolutely horrible. I did my best. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Maybe it's okay. It looks okay to me. But we need them, so they're not going anywhere. They're going to be here for a while. On the bottom, we also have our little small grid only little emblem. Figured that was a nice touch. I had to move all of the hydrogen engines. It was kind of a pain. I moved them all from the top here, and I put them underneath, right above the gyros on the inside. So right about there, there's 2, and right about here, there's 2. I moved the antenna to right underneath this block so that it's nice and central in the ship when I turn it on. We've got an air intake vent, which I'm going to just leave off for now. But if we're ever on a planet with an atmosphere, we can slurp some air in with that. I also added an ore detector. We've got that snuck up right underneath here. And just overall redid the armor shaping on the top to fit with the solar panels a little bit better. On the inside, we also have a couple upgrades. The back here has got changed ever so slightly, but not significantly. Come on. Oop. Of course. Come on in here. If you look up, you can see we've got the engines above there, which is actually kind of nice because now maybe I can service them. I'm just targeting the gyros, but I bet I could re-weld them from in here if I really wanted to. First of all, see up there, it says tools and power. Thanks to this person for the idea of making a reminder. I'm going to make those actually blink, but right now I don't have the materials to create a timer block because we didn't take parts with us. So when I get down to Mars, I will remember to do that. But you can see it from either cryo sleep, and if they're blinking, that will remind me to drop all my tools off and to check all my power. So cool idea. Thanks for the tip. We're going to keep that probably for forever. Up front here, we have some nice custom LCDs. This one shows all the places we can go and all the places we have been. We started on Earth, drove around, went to space, something crazy happened, and now we're on Mars. So I will continue updating this as we go to all the different places. I think it'll add a nice touch. On the other side, I couldn't think of what to put here, so I just put the small grid only emblem thing, whatever. That is pretty much all the upgrades, so let's head down to Mars. Now, where should I land? At this point, Liam had gotten back to me that he had finished hiding the beacon, and in fact, he had done a little bit more than that. Dang. So I gotta find 2 beacons that have 10K radius. I have no idea what they're named. I have no idea where they are. And we need to check NPC stations for data pads, because there's another hidden thing on a data pad or something. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. Do we know of any NPC station locations? Let's check. Alright, so I actually do have some NPC station locations. That one is in orbit. DVTR is in orbit. Those ones look kind of promising, like they might be on the planet. Not entirely certain how far away I am. I think I'm good ways off still. Perhaps we should head for these stations, and maybe we can get a jump start by finding the one hidden at a station. I think I'm going to do that. Let's change course a little bit here. We'll head for the closest station, which is this one 100 kilometers away. It's going to take quite a while to get there. And I'll probably come into gravity and have to travel some down on the planet. Something else that I need to check on my way down, I got a really good tip from this person here, and it basically explains that the NPC station naming system can be deciphered to tell you what they trade, essentially. So I need to make a datapad cheat sheet for that. I will be right back. Okay, I lied. We're not going to make a datapad cheat sheet because I can't make them, and I don't have any datapads. So when we get to one of these stations, we'll buy a datapad and we'll just rewrite it to be a nice cheat sheet for figuring out what these things stand for. Either way, we're going to the RLDW first because that is the closest that I know about. I'm going to actually angle us a little bit more across the surface so that we don't end up having to fly on the surface for as long. And now we'll just do some warp speed and I will see you there. Alright, pause our warping for a second here. We just started falling, which means we got a little bit too close. I'm gonna allow it. We do know that it looks like this STTR is not on the planet. It looks like it's displaying a little bit high off the planet, but it could be on the planet, I suppose, so we're gonna just leave it for now. And we're gonna fall in here. I remember there being massive mountains somewhere on this planet. I'm thinking maybe that would be another good place to check for a beacon. Kind of an iconic place to hide something. I'm not certain where they are, and I don't see them from where I am right now, so that'll take a little bit of searching, I guess. Let's turn off our forwards hydrogen. That is number 4. So now we're just using fuel to stay up. We're not using any to push forwards or backwards. I can angle down a little bit from the horizon and I should be able to glide more or less. What happens if I crank up my atmospheric thruster override? Alright. So if I crank up the atmospheric thruster override in the up direction, that saves me a ton of hydrogen, because you can see my hydrogen plumes are now basically non-existent. So that's keeping me floating upwards nicely. I don't think it's making me go up though, because I don't think they can quite lift me. And I'm now sucking basically 3 times as much battery power. I went from 3 hours of battery power to 1 hour. But it saves me hydrogen, so that is an option. We're going to turn that off. We're just going to use some hydrogen, but it's a good thing to know that we can do. We'll disable that. See, we've got our hydrogen plumes going now again. I kind of wish you could set priorities, like use these thrusters to maximum before you start using the other ones. That's okay. I wonder if there's a mod for that. If you know of a mod for that, let me know. Because I will definitely use that in non-vanilla playthroughs. It's a great way to manage fuel consumption by consuming the type of fuel you want to consume. Let us turn off our atmospheric thrusters entirely. Okay. We do use fuel a lot faster, hydrogen a lot faster when I do that. So I see that there's a beacon here, but I don't see the bubble yet. It's a little frightening. Ah, there's the bubble. Excellent. That's what we want to see. Oh, shoot. Well, There go those parachutes. Hopefully we can buy more. I need to turn off auto deploying of parachutes. I turn that on in case when I'm landing on a planet, I always turn that on in case the server disconnects while I'm just projectiling into the planet. That way I don't DC and then have my ship blow up. But we need that to be turned off, auto deploy. And go to 3, let's close those. 3 is always my parachute menu. I wish I hadn't forgotten to do that. That was 8 parachutes. Though, apparently they work really well on Mars, so it's good to know. Turn that on, turn those on. Let's see. We're still coming in kind of fast, and we're not slowing down. Oh, we are slowing down. Nice. Well, let's do a bit of a swoop in here. This ship is heavy. I can feel it. It is a very heavy ship. Still, it flies rather well. For the atmospheric thrusters being significantly less useful on this planet than they are on most planets. Or other planets, maybe not most planets, but some of the other ones. They're still, I'm still fairly maneuverable. Ugh, slam. I didn't realize how close I was. Let's line up for our first dock on Mars. Oh, gravity. How I have missed you. Oh, we just lost air because I wasn't patient. Well, let's see what's here. I need to remember to buy some stuff. I do have nice access right here. There. I'm going to drop these credits off in the bank while we're here. How do we get inside? Is this how we get inside? Ah, it is. The yellow door. Okay. Store. What are you selling? They are selling components. Awesome. And weapons. And a bunch of ammo. Cool. Let us deposit our money. Alright. We don't need zone chips. Do they have data pads? Please have data pads. I don't see data pads. Dang it. Alright. Well, we are searching for data pads that were hidden. I'm going to search everything. I don't know if those have inventories. I bet we can get down there somehow. Contracts? Wait, we don't need contracts for any reason. Let's search all these couches. I honestly don't think couches have inventories. I don't know why I'm doing that. Oh, do they have any good music? Mystery music. Fun music. Wait, it's not playing. Do these have inventories? No, I don't think so. Don't know. And those are access denied. It's going to be in a bed. I bet it's in a bed. Here's a bed. No, but some credits. Is it in here? No, but some ammo and weapons, which is cool. Ooh. Freight. I have to check all the freight for sure. Access denied. That's so boring. Alright. Canvases. Let's buy... Can we buy 8 of them to replace the junk that we just used? We don't have the money. 6 of them. We're going to buy some canvases to replace the ones that we just used for no reason. Okay. So this place is checked. It does sell components, which is cool. I can't access that. We did not find the data pad that we were looking for. Unless... Ah, that would have been a good place to hide it, in the freight there. Is there any more freight around that I can access? Okay, this is just a big connector. No, I think we found it all. I think we found all the locations that you can hide things. Drop off our loot. We will label our waypoint here correctly, and then we will head to the next place. All right, we just flew from the RLDW beacon. I renamed it so that we know what it is. As we flew, I dropped waypoints, that Shiftyshadow 1 and 2, about 10 kilometers from each other, and that's just what I'm going to be doing this whole time while we're searching on Mars, so that I don't search the same place more than once. There was nothing along the way, so I parked a little bit outside this beacon. We were going to this one. It turns out that I'm like at war with them for whatever reason. This NPC group does not like me. So I parked a little bit away because I'm a little bit wary about the red signal. Recently, on another server, I'm going to go check this out, but recently on another server I was playing on, somebody stole an NPC beacon out of a safe zone. So they had the NPC beacon that was still marked, you know, with the 4-letter faction tag. So it was definitely an NPC beacon. And then they put it inside their own safe zone. So you fly up to the safe zone and you're like, oh, this is an NPC safe zone. I should be perfectly fine. They always have shooting off, damage off, blah, 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 blah. So I flew up to it with my ship. And then as soon as I got within 800 meters, I started getting bombarded with weapon fire from inside the safe zone. And it turns out it was actually a player safe zone with an NPC beacon inside of it as, I guess, bait or just for the fun of it. But yeah, I fell for that one, and I got wrecked because I was not ready for a fight. I was bringing a small grid ship down just to say hi. And yeah, large weapon fire against small grid ships absolutely destroys them. Anyway, we need to check this beacon. It didn't shoot at me. It does actually look like an NPC station. So we need to check this for data pads, with notes on them. I don't think there's anything up here. I think it's just the landing pad. Yep, it's just the landing pad. I don't see any crates laying around. I've never seen this setup before. This is kind of a cool station setup. I don't go to NPC stations enough on planets. Oh hey, this is a player. Wait, this is a player ship. Somebody built a nice 3x3 player ship and flew it in through the doors because you can do that. And ion thrusters work on Mars because the atmosphere is so low. So they just made a super simple ion thruster ship. I wish I could get in here and get the uranium. Oh my gosh. And they set up a respawn point inside the station. It must have been a bit of a nightmare to get that long thing through the door and then turned. They must have gone up here and then down and parked it. But they set up a respawn point in the NPC station, which is kind of funny. I actually talk about building small ships like this in another video, but super cool. I can't access these though because I don't have permissions. I will take that though. Yeah, I'm at war with this faction for whatever reason. I have no idea, but can't talk to their stuff because of that. There was nothing in there. Let's check down here. Another little airlock that's semi-dysfunctional. Bathroom has nothing. This has a gun. Cool. Oh, there's a person sleeping here. Wait, are they just living in this NPC station? I've never seen this before. They set up a respawn point, so they could be. And then they're just laying in the bed. That's kind of funny. Well, we're gonna take their stuff. I'm guessing this NPC station doesn't have anything hidden in it because there's a person living here. Hobo is living in this NPC station. It's kind of funny. I wish I could see who it was, but they have their personal beacon turned off. I have mine turned on, but I'm going to turn mine off so that it's harder to see me. Alright, well, that is interesting. Unfortunately, it doesn't have what we want, so we're going to continue along our way searching. I'm tempted to go back to that other one just to buy like data pads and try and get more NPC station locations on Mars, but we're going to move away from here because there's a person here. And I have no ammo. I have guns, but I have no ammo, so they could just fly up to my ship and and troll me really easily. We got more loot though, that's good. And our ship, let's check our batteries. Batteries do recharge, but they're recharging extremely slowly. Still over 3/4 full though. There we go. Whew, I almost just crashed because I forgot to turn my inertial dampeners on. Classic mistake. Let's not do that with this big ship. And I think we can turn hydrogen just off. Yeah. Well, let's turn it on while we get moving. I don't know where to head next. We have checked these 2 stations. Perhaps we just head to the next one? I think we should. I think that's the logical thing to do, right? And that is what we will be doing at the beginning of next episode. We will be heading out to truly start our journey around Mars and try and find these beacons. I have a feeling it's going to take a while, but I also hope we find a lot of interesting stuff along the way. I hope you're excited. I'm certainly excited. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.